but I haven't upgraded these two yet. There we go. So I'm currently in the process of trying to cut the enemy off. Remember, hyperlanes means that you can only go along the lines. So if I'm able to cut them off, I was trying to cut them off from this place. So we've been relatively successful in doing that. So we can now move you somewhere else, although I think I'm just going to plonk you down here and build some more energy producing stations. As soon as the month is ticking over. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, build. Good. And you guys are currently flying back to base. Once you're in base, you will be repairing, which I wanted you to do. Lovely. And you are now no longer paying quite so much money. I think it's 25% off of their upkeep. Cool. Communications established with the artisan troop. A visitor! This is a joyous occasion indeed. Oh, forgive my manners. I believe introductions are in order. We are the artisan troop. Cool. I've read that before. Right. Can we build anything in Mordred? I mean, we could, but that would cost me more upkeep. But then again, I would kind of like more science. Because I want to be #1 in science. Maldian's been repaired. Excellent. So we're up to 7 ships. Which I don't think can be upgraded. Oh, maybe they can. Nope, no upgrades. Never mind.
Construction completed.
Right, you have done one of your jobs. Need to wait for another month, and then we'll have sufficient resources to build the other economy spot, which is... oh, the star itself. I think we can go back up to fastest.
Evasive maneuvers.
Oh, something's being attacked. Anomaly. Yes, go ahead and research that one. Go ahead and build a mining station. Where are we doing the evasive maneuvers? There are actually quite a few space aliens around. Far more than there were in the multiplayer game. I kind of want to see how many are over there. The League Prison Complex. The ruins of a large prison complex have been discovered on Unar 1. This hostile world seems to have served as some kind of maximum security penal colony in the First League. As a federal facility, the prison housed convicted felons from across all League space. Surviving records indicate most of the prisoners were guilty of piracy, terrorism, and other crimes of extraordinary nature. Fossilized remains of some of the prisoners can still be found where the cells used to be.
Situation log has been updated.
Cool. And this colony is almost done, but we've already sorted out our energy problems just in time.
Construction completed.
And nope, that was something else.
System survey concluded.
Faction founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Vikings. Led by Thane Mordred, they call themselves the Whetstone Initiative. Oh, I like the name. Their members have been pushing hard for us to assert a military dominance over the rest of the galaxy. A disgruntled faction will be a source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could prove useful. So they are currently a bit pissy about the fact that I do not have supremacy. That can be fixed. Although, I don't want to do it immediately. Although we have the important discovery one, so these ones can afford to wait a little while. So we may well go and unlock supremacy, which will make them happy, which means we'll generate more influence from them. Meanwhile, these guys have started to expand a little bit. That's fine. I'm actually kind of running out of places to expand myself. I'll go there. So I'm taking that as evidence that I need to expand my fleet, although we do need to build up those. Hang on, let's change our mind here. I want you to go and build mining stations. Did you build them all up here? No, there are actually a whole bunch here. Never mind, build me those. Perfect. This is definitely a more active universe than the multiplayer. Didn't have anywhere near this many random space creatures to kill. Not to mention being right next door to somebody. Okay, so we have another tradition. I'm going to grab supremacy, which will make the Whetstone Initiative happy, which should mean that they're going to start giving me influence, I thought.
Construction completed.
Apparently not. Really? Faction needs to have at least 60% happiness. I can't make you any more happy. You are as happy as can be. I can embrace them. No, that won't do it. Promoting. Make their ethics more attractive to our population for as long as it's active. Hopefully that increases... Oh, that's monthly influence reduction. That's a big influence reduction. And then suppressing them, which I don't want to do. It doesn't increase their happiness either, actually. Okay, I have no idea how to make them happier. That might actually be in a bit of a waste.
System survey concluded.
Right, you have finished your energy buildings. Go ahead and build me some more mining. We are now producing tons of energy. Jockley's Star Regime have just insulted me, so I'm going to insult them right back. So, no. I'm going to tell my mummy on you. What does the initial level of supremacy give? That's a good question. Initial level of supremacy increases your starbase capacity by 2 and increases the starbase upgrade cost by 20%. So I previously could have 3 starbases, I can now have 5. So it lets us entrench a little bit more. What's the Empire like? We are raiders, although haven't done very much of that yet. I will. Growth speed increase, lovely. I think I want a biolab. We need to start upping our technology if we want to stay ahead of these jokers. You have finished. No, you have not. Build me more mining stations. I feel like I should be getting more aggressive with my fleet. So I'm going to start queuing up a couple more corvettes, just to be sure. And by a couple more corvettes, I mean I'm going to queue up one more corvette. And we're going to fly down here, just to have a quick look around. If we don't like it, we'll turn around and we'll head off somewhere else. Ancient Survey Marker, a small short-range transmitter, has been located on the surface of Angatar 2A. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant to for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Yes, I'm a fanatic militarist. I don't think I'm authoritarian, though, am I? Oh, I am. Fanatic militarist authoritarian. I am a barbaric despoiler, which means I have a special CB to go and attack my neighbours and steal their people. And we also have slaver guilds, which increases slave food production and mineral production. Plus we're authoritarian, so slaves produce 5% more stuff. And do I give any bonuses? I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Construction completed.
Right, you've done your bit. I want to start building some more mineral production, like so. I see it now, somebody's going to make a Stellaris Empire start out on Earth, but chickens have overrun the human race. So what would that be, a 2-world start? I think you actually need to conquer stuff from them to be happy. Oh, okay. That can probably be arranged. Unfortunately, their fortifications are going to be too strong for us right now. But I can keep working on it. It's still early days. Still early days. Ah, you were the pirate station. Okay, you'll be easy to fight. So we destroy that. Completed. Pirates no longer spawn. Pew 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 pew.
Key to the universe.
They are doing a little bit of shield damage. Have they actually done any hull damage? Tiny bit. We did get some free resources. I'm going to say go ahead and head back and repair. But go ahead and build an outpost here. And we'll take control of that system. Then I'll probably move up to here next. And see if we can get a proper cut-off. Where the hell are you going? Have you just flown all the way around? No, you can't have. How'd you get out here? And you're doing stupid things. Oh, because of these bad guys in the way. I'll just go over here and survey these. Because of the hyperlanes, it does mean that you have to keep a bit of an eye on your science ships, which is something I failed to do in the multiplayer, and it probably did cost me a bit. Afterburners, I guess. No, I'm going to get the hangar cruise, actually. Changing my mind. I want that one. Hangar bay, whatever. Alright, you're heading back to base just to repair up those little bits of armor. In the meantime, we can start building another corvette. And ship designer. No, nothing new.
Construction completed. Research concluded.
Science ship's done. You might think you're done, but you're not done. Start surveying some of this stuff. See what there is. Construction ship, you are going to build me the energy. And science. Survey speed increased. Excellent. Now we can get the fusion reactor, which is a better power plant, so we can strap more things onto our ships. And now we're up to 9 combat ships. So I'm going to say let's go ahead and check this province out. In the meantime, let's queue up another little go-kart. What's the difference between armor and health? Different weapons do different amounts of damage to it.
Completed.
So actually, let's have a look at that, because I have not checked this, and I probably should have. So small red lasers do minus 50% shield damage, but plus 50% armor damage. And the small coil guns do shield damage, but less armor. So they're just the opposite. And then I think just hulls just take normal damage.
Completed.
No modifiers against that. Another construction ship done. Right, I want to expand my borders. I would like to expand them, I mean, theoretically up here. Let's send you up there. Hopefully our war fleet can punch a hole.
Anomalous readings registered.
Alright. Also, the other thing is I should really be using the fleet manager, because I can just say, I really want this to become a 20-ship fleet, and just keep building ships until it's there. And this will basically automatically build those ships until you've reached the numbers you want. It's like a template. You do need to keep pressing this button to say, hey, keep building them, but it's a much better system. Alright, let's see what's over here. Hopefully it's not something that'll just kill me instantly. 532 against my 528. I don't think I'm quite ready for that. So we're going to regretfully turn that offer of a fight down. Which does mean that the construction ship we sent up here is being wasted. So we're going to say, go ahead and just build me the research stations at this point. Also, I should be upgrading my surface zones. This is true. Let's also clear some of these spots so the population can continue to grow. You guys are okay as is. Same for you, although you could do with a power plant next month. Cool.
System survey concluded.
You finished your work? Well, no you haven't. Continue surveying these ones, please. Especially the stuff back here, because this should be more secure, because we can probably block it off. So let's see what there is. That'd be lovely. Hostile fleet. 532, it's the same place, never mind.
Anomalous readings registered.
Research.
Anomalous readings registered. Construction.
Our scientists are becoming decent level, so we should be able to risk this stuff. Microsingularity. A microsingularity recently intersected Havantia 2A, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the moon. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core, slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. There are no bad guys here. Okay. This is good, because I can now expand this way. Let's head over to Gemma. Construction ship. Oh no, I need to science those first. And all of my science ships are currently busy. Go ahead and build that. Ah, you have expanded. Cool. I actually want to expand down here so I can get another colony.
System survey concluded.
Asteroid collision plus 3
Construction
minerals.
completed.
Cool. And they are expanding their borders rather more aggressively than we are right now, which is not a good state of
System
affairs.
survey concluded.
Once again, no bad guys. Map the Stars Edict has expired. We probably want to redo that one. It costs us 100 influence, it increases survey speed by 25% anomaly detection chance. We are still kind of in our backyard, so I want to find anomalies because they make our space stronger. Which is another reason to take discovery early, because it increases the number of anomalies you find. Defensive army damage? No. Slave army, slave processing facility.
The tile blocker has been cleared.
That sounds good. Right, what are we going to find here?
Construction completed.
There's a bad guy. Do we want to fight said bad guy? Sure. Go for it. Can always get out of here if we need to.
Engaging hostile forces.
Time for a fight. Although they do have a cruiser, which is going to be a bit harder to take down. The four little guys, not so much. And actually, it's a cruiser. It's actually going to have a fairly hard time hitting the corvettes. Because we are nimble and we have a high evasion. Yeah, see now all the little ships are down. He should have a much harder time actually shooting us. We've lost one ship, and I think one ship escaped. I don't know if that still counts in the number present. Probably not. And it is... Another one just ran. Dead. Promising officer, Captain Yundan, the commanding officer of the ISS Muntat, the Yellow, served the distinction during the recent engagement that took place in the Brodigan system. Admiralty on Mordred, recognizing the qualities of a promising flag officer, has decided to promote the captain to the rank of full admiral. So we got a free admiral out of it. And I would like for those to be discovered. I would also like you to go back and repair. Cool. Space amoeba dissected. The space amoebas, the nickname eventually adopted by the large official target designator by Maudling forces, are much more complex than anticipated. Their hardy exteriors protect a great number of pockets housing smaller amoebas, creatures that our fleets have observed effectively acting as strike craft when engaging the mothership amoeba. While superficially similar beyond the obvious differences in size, the strike amoebas are much less physiologically complex than the space amoebas proper. Inside the space amoeba, beyond these pockets, lie hundreds of delicate organs, doubtlessly all integral to surviving the harsh vacuum of space. Many of these organs ruptured or were simply incinerated in the process of dispatching the amoeba, leaving us with largely incomplete carcass. However, xenobiologists assigned to the space amoeba believe that the process of acquiring specimens is sound, and have distributed specific targeting instruments among the military fleets involved. With 5 more amoebas killed by the surgical strikes to the specific parts of their anatomy, the complete carcass can effectively be reconstructed. We gain a bonus against space amoebas. Cool. Which we can use against that one.
System survey.
Although, we will need to rebuild some ships, so the 2 that disappeared did not count as casualties. So the 2 we lost were actually lost. And also, 3 more of these ships were also almost killed, and virtually all of our armor was destroyed. So that was a really close fight, actually. Right, science ship is available. Go and research that. Don't think anything else is timed, right? No. Good. Meanwhile, construction. I would like... Where would I like my space expanded? I mean, I'd quite like to steal Rathir, because then I cut off this entire area from these guys. I'd also like Pell, just so I can move that way. Also, we've just built a thing here, which means I can start to colonize this planet. Colonize. There. For the modifiers, adjacency modifiers to minerals and energy. Right, other construction ships. I need to wait for resources. Is that true? That's not true. I can just go ahead and build stuff down here. Why are you blinking at me? I have no idea.
System survey concluded.
Edic, monolithic. Grekil III is... I said Grekil III. Is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs... ... Carved from some ancient mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monoliths following lines definitely chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. They are beautiful. Or just get them for the archives. I'll say they're beautiful because I think that leads to other things. And we've just met another group of aliens which I would like to research, so go ahead and do that. And there we are, research is complete. I would like the ceramo metal armor so we can increase the armor of our fleets. The annotated reproductions of the monolithic imagery found on Greco 3 prove immensely popular in the Vikings. Many citizens state that the fantastical annals have completely changed how they feel about aliens. 6 Pops gained the xenophile ethic.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
And we have finished another point. I'm thinking probably we want to try and finish discovery if we can. So we can get that juicy bonus to research. Fusion reactor is done. Let's get the physics lab so we can actually start focusing our technology a little bit more. In the meantime, construction ship. We can expand to 1 province. I really want to go there. Or we could build some more stations. Let's build some more mineral stations, shall we? Let's do that. And you are essentially going to have the same mission. Ooh. Oh, those are actually other vessels. They are cruisers, though. Not sure who that's going to be. Alright, you guys have made it back. You are now repairing. Armor is going up. Hull is going up. I am going to need to build some more ships, though, before we head off after the top guys, because they have at least 500 combat strength. And we need to at least equal that, although we do have a 20% bonus against amoebas now. So there is that.
The special project has concluded.
Tianki. The spaceborne life forms with the modelling head of society research has come to refer as the Tianki are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with remarkable ease. They graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It's highly unlikely, to say the least, that this was their only food source, but intake of other nutrients has yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack, even when provoked. They can safely be ignored. I want to build mining. And then after that, everyone is now building stuff. I really need to go and clear that out so I can move that. I also really need to clear that one.
System survey
Right,
concluded.
screw it. We are going to wait until we can actually reinforce the fleet with further ships so we can start doing some of these hostile engagements. Also, how are you doing? Their fleet power is now superior to mine. That means they've been building ships and I haven't. And I don't like being the hostile guy and not having superior fleet power. This is not good. This is double plus ungood. Research projects. Survey the system. And then Gemma, Hashir, and then finally Propel. Lovely! Right, can I build another one yet? Yes, I can. Although, ship designer, there are probably new models. No, actually. Atmospheric readings do not match simulated projections. You just leveled up. So go ahead and research that. At 10%, I was like,
completed.
We can wait. Construction ship complete. I would like you to build minerals over here, I'd say. Off you go. So we want to just continue upping up our mineral production.
Completed.
That's a really nice system.
Completed.
It's a 2 world as well. Interesting. Failure! I've been failing so many 5% projects. It's kind of absurd. And we're up to 10 ships. I'm going to say that we are good to go up to here. Although I also really want to see what's over here. No, we're going to go up to the northern bit. We'll fight over there, and then we'll see what else is around. Unable to build a mining station. Why? Must be a skill 5 or higher. Eesh. That's quite high. In the meantime, go ahead and build me some more energy buildings. And then I would say come on over here and do some more mining. Fleet limit is 20. Yes, at the moment it is. You can get technologies and traditions which increase the size of your fleet, but I can have up to 20 ships in this fleet even though my naval capacity is higher. So I can have a second fleet with like the surplus. So you can have lots of small fleets or you can have 1 or 2 big ones. Is essentially how it worked with the Mordlings. But I focus fairly heavily on the fleet size. So different players and different nations would do it in different ways, I suspect. Regenerative hull, amoeba breeding, and society research. Cool. Right, where's the navy? There you are. Onwards! We should be able to tear these guys up pretty well. Also, just realised that we have minus 33% combat disengagement, which does mean that we're going to take more damage in terms of ships lost in combat. The ships we have are a bit stronger, but we will lose more. You are still surveying. These 2 planets are worth, or these 2 systems are worth quite a lot. I really want Trabacorth though. Which will mean taking this one. You know what? You head up that way. You were just researching that. Once you are done, we'll send you to Gemma, Hoshia, and then Pell. Maybe even just Pell, Hoshia, Gemma. That's probably a better way of doing it. And we are getting sufficient minerals to expand our navy. So let's go ahead and do so.
Anomalous readings registered.
10%. We'll leave it for now. Alright, come on. Pew pew time. Also, you are finished. We are getting quite a lot of influence. Actually, you know what? We're going to move you up here because I want to grab that planet as quickly as possible. Though there is a tropical world here. Let's go and attack them.
Construction completed.
Of course, the
has concluded.
big ship counts as a carrier, which is using the strike craft.
Of opportunities awaits.
I lost 1 ship. Did he run or did he die? He ran. Big ship's armor is almost gone. You might die. He ran. Good. You're probably the next one. We win. Huzzah! And that went rather better. We did lose 1 ship apparently. Replace, repair. And then science ship, come out here, research that project, survey the system, and then we'll build a thing there. Yeah, we did lose 1 corvette. Acceptable losses, I would say. For the greater glory of the Vikings. Go ahead and build a research station. You could also get research over here. And the Admiral leveled up. Excellent. So we'll have more pew-pew ability.
Construction completed.
Oh, we have such an open border with these guys. So many different locations to attack from. Far less choke points in this world. I mean, they still exist. There's just a lot less of them. Ragnar will be pleased. Ragnar? Odin!